morning, Unity of San Antonio. How's everyone doing this morning? Hey, we're a little bit awake this morning. Well, it's wonderful to see your faces here this morning. Let's go ahead and open up with some music, and maybe the rest of you will be awake.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in life? How about love? Or the way that we died. It's time now to sing out for the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember the love. You got to remember the love. Remember the
Oh my goodness. I feel so moved. Really, you guys, the music team here is so amazing. Good morning. My name is Tammy Carrillo. I'm the Youth Ministry Director here at Unity of San Antonio. I'd like to invite the kids and teens to come join me, and my team, please, come on up with me. Every Sunday, we welcome and bless our youth with a youth candlelighting ritual. We open with a call and response that allows us to affirm the truth of our youth and for our youth to affirm the truth for themselves. Your words are going to be on the screen, and then the youth will respond with an I am statement. Okay, this is for them. And I need you to hold this up when we get there. Okay, all right. You can help me out, James? Awesome. All right, let's go. God is life.
I am white.
God is light.
I white.
God is joy.
I joy.
God is love.
I love.
God is beauty.
I beauty.
God is peace.
I peace.
God is power.
I power.
All these things God is, I
Yes, you are. Great job. Excellent. All right, we have a children and teen blessing, if you will please join me. Children and teens, we know who you are. You are the light of God. We love you, we bless you, and we celebrate you, and we see you doing great things. And we have a blessing for our friends and family, nice and loud. Okay, you guys?
Families, we love you, we bless you, we believe in you, and we thank you. Namaste.
Hold on before you go. Okay, I would like to announce we do have Easter's next week, right? We do have an Easter egg hunt during the service. So if you know any little ones that would like to participate, we even have Easter egg bags. It's really fun. You want to come? You should come. So please come, join us, and tell them, and we'll have lots of fun. All right, let's go, you guys.
Oh, draw me, Lord. Oh, draw me, Lord. Oh, draw me, Lord. I am open to you. Oh, draw me, Lord. Oh, draw me, Lord. Oh, draw me, Lord. I surrender to you.
Good morning, Unity of San Antonio. Shall we open our time together with a prayer? If you'd like, if it's comfortable for you, go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze and take a deep breath. Brene Brown is quoted as having said, "Courage starts up with showing up and letting ourselves be seen." It's scary to reveal ourselves. Perhaps we're afraid that our thoughts or ideas or who we are will be judged or that will be rejected. But we cannot predicate what we do on what other people do or don't do. What matters is that we show up, we choose to show up, regardless of what other people are doing or not doing. We can't predicate forgiveness on whether or not somebody does or doesn't forgive. We just need to choose to forgive. We can't predicate accepting responsibility for our actions based on whether or not somebody else does or doesn't accept responsibility for theirs. We just need to accept what we did or didn't do and take appropriate action, whether that is making amends or keeping a promise. We can't predicate loving someone based on what they do or don't do, or whether or not they love us. We just need to choose to open our hearts. On Palm Sunday, in absolute freedom without predicating his choices upon what others would or would not do, Jesus rode into Jerusalem, courageous, his heart open, revealing himself as the fullness of light that he was. if you would, allow my words to be your words. There is only one infinite something, one infinite, which means there is nothing else. Nothing else. I am one with this one infinite something, inseparable and indistinguishable from it. And as such, I express the vibrant life, the ineffable love, the ever-available wisdom, the inexhaustible plenty, and the revitalizing power that it is. And therefore, I am in every now moment. This is principle. This is unshakable. This is foundational truth. And so with this breath and this, I affirm yet again that God is right here where I am, right now, nearer to me than my own breath. Knowing this to be true, I allow courage to lead me out of hiding. Knowing this to be true, I no longer predicate my actions on what others do or don't do. Knowing this to be true, I allow myself to be seen as the fullest expression of God as me. This is my bedrock for the upcoming week. This is the truth that I will tell myself when I wake up in the morning. And this is the truth I will curl up with at night. This is the truth I will whisper to myself when I am afraid. And this is the truth that I will ride into Jerusalem with. And as we let this be so, it is so, and so it is.
We are so privileged to have such a fabulous music team. All of you musicians, you're so wonderful. And oh, these voices. Let's hear it again. And so with that, I would like to invite them, and of course Reverend Nina. Everybody who was at the yard sale last week knows that I got a very serious proposal of marriage. And so this is the team that I want at my upcoming nuptials, which will be any day now. Any day. So, I am Caron DeMars, and I am so privileged to be here today. This is the best place in the house where I get to look at all of these beautiful faces, and I just love all of the energy that is up here radiating from Reverend Nina, our music team. All of you are so wonderful and a big piece of my heart. Whether you're in here worshiping or whether you're online, we are so happy to have you here, and you are so welcome. And I really appreciate all of you being here. You'll find in the front of your seat that there's a prayer card. And so if you'd like prayers this day or for the coming weeks, you can fill out your prayer request. We're based on affirmative truth and affirmative prayer. And today we also have Janetta and Donna as our prayer team in back, holding sacred space for our service today. If you're online, you can also submit a prayer, and you can submit that even by our app, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But could our prayer chaplain stand up so we can acknowledge you? Oh, Janetta and Karen, welcome. Every week, we like to reacquaint ourselves with why we do what we do with our purpose statement, which is on the screen behind me. So if you'll join me in saying, through the pursuit of truth in both the seen and unseen, we are a catalyst for fostering a loving and authentic spiritual community rooted in belonging, acceptance, and peace. And speaking of that app, there's an app for everything these days, including Unity of San Antonio. So our app makes it easy to stay connected. You can submit prayer requests, you can review upcoming events, and you can give effortlessly and securely and watch previous messages as well. So head to our website and download our app. We have announcements, and first is Heather Dubois, which has a special announcement for us today.
Good morning. Yeah. Okay, it's about half of you. Good morning. Yes, there you are. I need everybody really quickly to take out your cell phone. And then you will be asked to put it back. But for now, I know not normal, but I need you to take out your cell phones. We have two very, very, very important dates. So if you don't know how to add a date to your cell phone, go over to the community center when we're done and grab a 5 to 13-year-old, and they will teach you how to do it, okay? So, so April 12th. Next week is Easter. We have a beautiful Easter brunch coming up, presented by your board of trustees. April 12th, though, I need you to put this in your calendar. After church, we are doing our kickoff for the Unity table. You need to be there. That is the first you're going to learn about the beautiful things coming up for this fundraiser, and it's pretty darn awesome. Okay? So be there. There'll be a full luncheon for you. There will be some fun things that we're doing. We're doing some games. We're doing some fun things, and a beautiful lunch being provided for you. So put that in your calendars. April 12th, plan at least an hour. Okay? And that will also be the starting of the bid for the Unity table that'll be going through the rest of this year, but you don't want to miss it. It's so good this year. I mean, it has been good every year, but this year even kicked up a notch. So the other date, and this is not up here, is October 16th. It is a Friday night. That is our second annual gala. So put that on your calendars. Do not plan anything. There will be dinner, there will be dancing, there will be music, beautiful, amazing food, and it will be downtown at a venue that we just secured. So be there and tell everybody. October 16th, Friday night, October 16th, from 6 to whenever we decide to leave. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Heather. I want to briefly go over what's happening in our vibrant community. We have so many events going on. If you'd like to have a deeper understanding of our teachings, you can join a Sangha group. As Heather mentioned, well, maybe not this week, but she has in the past. And the prayer workshop in April, A Course in Miracles. In May, we'll be offering Keys to the Kingdom, a program about aligning spiritual laws that support lasting sufficiency and harmony. If what you're craving is connection, we have many ways to connect in unity. You can go to the Women of Unity San Antonio, our men's group, the Zoom Healing Circle, and of course, hospitality every Sunday, and you're all welcome to that as well. The Red Carpet Unity Table Launch, and our sumptuous Easter pancake breakfast are other opportunities to connect, which you've heard about that from Heather too. If you're feeling called to serve, you could join our Earth Care team and get involved in so many other activities, or stay after the service today with the prayer chaplain Q&A. Perhaps this is your yes? There are so many other ways to connect. We also now have a written rendition of our monthly groups that meet that you can get in the after the service back in the vestibule. And so find out what your thing is that connects your heart, whether it's meditation before Sunday, the dispensive meditation group. All the dates are on the PowerPoint slide behind me. And then you can also look at this paper to get our recurring things that are available at Unity. Next, another way to connect is the way that we'll connect in the sanctuary right now. When you came in, you were offered a sticker, either green, red, or there, yeah, thank you. Green, red, or yellow. And I love those smiley faces behind me. And so if you're a green person, you're a hugger. And if you're yellow, it's a namaste and a nice handshake will do. And if you're a red, just see the light and the glory in the person that you're looking at. And so please meet and greet everyone with me. Thank you.
So you heard it here first. This is going to be the best day of your life. Thank you, guys. Good morning, everyone. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Reverend Nina Clark, and I am the minister here at Unity of San Antonio. And as always, I like to say and share with you, because it is so true for me, that I feel truly honored and blessed to share this path of spiritual awakening with each and every one of you. And whether you're here for the first time or the 999th time, you are welcome here. And whatever reason that for your being here today, we welcome you with love in our hearts and with recognition of you as beautiful, sacred, and divine. We are so glad that you're here with us on this beautiful, beautiful Palm Sunday morning. And again, we welcome those who are with us online. I noticed there was quite a few. Can we turn and give a wave to our online community? Thank you for being here with us this morning. We're glad that this technology exists for you to be able to join us in this way. And before we begin today, would you join me for a moment in a prayer for peace? I invite us as a community to stand for peace during this time of upheaval and violence in the world. And if you would, just please close your eyes and cultivate a sense of peace within. For knowing what we now know about quantum theory, the peace that we cultivate and radiate out into the world does make a difference. Our vibrations of peace will find and link to other vibrations of peace and create a web of peace. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with us. Thank you. So, Palm Sunday. This day marks the beginning of Holy Week, the day that Yeshua ben Joseph entered Jerusalem knowing that he had come to surrender his life. And I think it's important as we enter Holy Week, which is also referred to as the Passion of Jesus, that we lay some very important groundwork. First and foremost, Yeshua ben Joseph, the man we refer to as Jesus, was not a Christian. Christianity didn't yet exist while he was alive. Christianity first emerged as a sect of Judaism practiced in the Roman province of Judea, based first on the teachings of Jesus and later on the writings of Paul. Yeshua's scripture was the Hebrew Bible, what we often refer to as the Old Testament. There was no New Testament. And the first gospel was actually not written until some 40 years after his death. Yeshua ben Joseph was a Jew, and every author in the Bible was Jewish by birth with the exception of one, and he was a convert to Judaism. In spite of what television and the movies want to show us, in spite of the plethora of paintings and artwork depicting Jesus as blonde-haired and blue-eyed, Yeshua ben Joseph was actually brown-skinned and brown-eyed with dark hair, like his Jewish family, friends, and neighbors. Bishop John Shelby Spong wrote the following: "The Jewishness of Jesus, the Jewishness of Mary, his mother, the Jewishness of the apostles, the Jewishness of Paul, and even the Jewishness of the heroes of the Hebrew past was at worst systematically denied and at best subtly understated. And we will never understand any of the Gospels unless and until we can embrace their essential Jewishness." Jesus was Jewish, and so we would do well to read and contemplate his teachings through the context of his Jewishness and through the context of the time in which he lived. The story of the Holy Week, or the Passion of Jesus, starts with Jesus entering the city of Jerusalem. And the scripture from Matthew 21, 1 through 11 is as follows. When they had come near Jerusalem and had reached Bethphage at the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent 2 disciples, saying to them, "Go into the village ahead of you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Untie them and bring them to me. And if anyone says anything to you, just say this: 'The Lord needs them,' and he will send them immediately." This took place to fulfill what had been spoken through the prophet, saying, "Tell the daughter of Zion, look, your king is coming to you, humble and mounted on a donkey, and on a colt, the foal of a donkey." The disciples went and did as Jesus had directed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and put their cloaks on them, and he sat on them. And a very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and the others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. And the crowds that went ahead of him and that followed were shouting, "Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest heaven." And when he entered Jerusalem, the whole city was in turmoil, asking, "Who is this?" And the crowds were saying, "This is the prophet Jesus from Nazareth in Galilee." So let's fill in the scene here a little bit. Jerusalem, the capital of Judea, is heaving with people. According to Josephus, a first-century Roman Jewish historian and a contemporary of the Gospel's authors, on Passover wrote that on Passover, the population of Jerusalem swelled to more than 2 million as Jews made pilgrimages to the temple for the annual celebration of Israel's liberation from slavery in Egypt. Ancient pilgrims had to be in the city no later than 7 days before the beginning of the feast. So there are lots of Jewish people and lots of Roman soldiers because Judea was under Roman jurisdiction. 3 times a year during the Jewish pilgrimage holidays, the governor or prefect would ride and march with his military might to Jerusalem to manage the celebrating throng. For as that same historian Josephus wrote, it was during these holidays that people could be most easily provoked or stirred up to rebel against Roman oppression. During the time of our story, Pontius Pilate was the Roman governor of Judea, and so it was he who rode into the city from the beautiful, wealthy harbor city of Caesarea, surrounded by his troops to keep order and to squelch any protests that might erupt. And it was into this melee that Yeshua rode into Jerusalem on his donkey with a message of freedom, of autonomy, of change. And he was highly visible, accompanied by a large and noisy crowd composed of those whose lives he had touched with his truth teachings and healings. And this crowd shouted, "Hosanna," while laying branches on the ground to pave the way. The confrontation was inevitable. So as students of unity teachings, what are we to do with this story? So a little more history here, and this time it's our own. New Thought teachings are commonly agreed upon to trace their roots back to one Phineas Quimby, who in the late 1800s became very curious as to how Jesus accomplished the healings that he was purported to have done. And in his research, he discovered that what Jesus was teaching was that we are one with an infinite God, and that what we believe outpictures into our experienced reality. This is the truth that will set us free. And Jesus knew this so deeply in the marrow of his bones that he radiated it out to the world around him, and all receptive souls were transformed by this. Yeshua lived the truth that he taught. He lived his spirituality. So perhaps as Unity students, if we walk alongside Yeshua as he rides into Jerusalem, we might learn something about how to live this same truth into our own lives. for Yeshua to ride into the city with the rowdy, noisy crowd announcing his arrival was to knowingly and intentionally challenge Roman authority. And to challenge Roman authority meant to potentially risk Roman capital punishment. So for Jesus to enter the city in this way meant that he had committed to the path, regardless of the outcome. His trust in the knowingness of his oneness with God and what he was there to do was absolute. Our Unity and New Thought teachings tell us that we can create a life for ourselves that is full of capital G good, filled with more love, more light, greater health, astonishing abundance, all these things that Jesus taught as well. But we also teach that the path isn't necessarily a hop and a skip through the tulips. Do you guys remember Tiny Tim? Again, I'm dating myself. It's not that. We also teach that we have to give up that which no longer serves us in order to make space for our higher vibrational selves. Or said another way, we have to die to an old part of ourselves that would prevent us from taking a risk. And to do this, our faith has to be strong. We have to be committed. We have to dig deep, and we have to be willing to stay the course. And by riding into Jerusalem, intentionally provoking the powers that be, Jesus is showing us just that. We have to live our knowing of the truth of our oneness with God through the difficulties, through the challenges. And so this is how Jesus enters Jerusalem, strong in his faith, trusting in the truth that he knows, knowing that he is inseparable from God. And when I close my eyes and imagine myself entering the city as one of Yeshua's followers, for me it marks the point of no return. I have set something in motion that can't be stopped, and I must ride it out to the end. And to do that, I must be committed to what I know to be true and let that truth carry me through. And I know that you all know what that feels like. It could be something small, but monumental. Perhaps you've had a crush on someone for a long time, and you finally decide that you're going to ask them out or let them know. You're standing on the stoop of your front door, flowers in hand, and you've rung the doorbell, and you hear footsteps on the other side. This is your point of no return. Sure, you could turn heel and run like mad, but likely at this point they'd see your hind end booking it down the street. And there'd be questions and answers that you'd have to supply. So you're in. You rang the doorbell. You're committed. Or perhaps you wanted to open your own cafe. You've done all your homework, you've created a business plan, the bank has agreed to give you the loan, you've signed all the papers, and now the keys are in your hand and you're looking through the dirty glass at the cleanup and decorating and rebuilding that's in front of you. This is the point of no return. You've entered Jerusalem, and from this point forward, you are moving towards opening day. You know you're going to meet some challenges, but you're committed to working through whatever it is that is between you and pouring that first cup of coffee or setting that first plate down in front of that first customer. For those of you who like sports analogies, the point of no return is when you step out onto the field on game day or stand on the edge of the high dive board, or when you take your position in the middle of the ice rink. In that heartbeat of a moment, you are fully committed, trusting that you have done all that you can to prepare for what you are getting ready to do. Holy Week, if we allow it, can be a time of deep spiritual introspection. Yeshua is about to give up his life, and he knows it. He knows he's going to anger some people, but what he's been called to say and to teach and to share is more important to him. I believe that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. felt the same way. And I believe that Gandhi felt the same way. if we are to let the story of Yeshua and his message grow us, it behooves us to ask the hard questions. What do we stand for? And are we willing to let our fears die so that we can express a greater truth in our lives? Because you see, getting to the point of standing in front of that door with flowers in our hands or standing at the door of that cafe entails us standing up for something we believe in, whether that is love and that we deserve to give and receive it, or creativity and abundance, or whatever it is for each one of us. It means that we're ready to metaphorically die to our old self, to those old beliefs that kept us where we were and that prevented the birth of this fuller expression of who we are. Does that make sense? Okay. Jewish New Testament scholar and professor Dr. A.J. Levine tells us that the story of the Passion is one of risk-taking. Our stories are also ones of risk. The risk that it takes emotionally and psychologically and sometimes physically to step into our full spiritual potential, to do the work that it takes to get there, to follow the path of our heart, the path of the vision that wants to express through us, the path of the still small voice. And these things, whatever they are worth the risk. So Palm Sunday asks us, are we ready to die to fear? Die to the fear of being wrong, fear of being hurt, fear of looking foolish, fear of being different, fear of falling short, fear of loss, of not being loved or lovable, fear of not being good enough. Are we ready to die to the fear that keeps us feeling and acting small, that keeps us from being authentic and vulnerable? The fear that makes us look away, or the fear that causes us to be arrogant? The fear that makes us feel like we need to tell lies, or that fear which allows us to let ourselves down again and again? The fear which keeps us from keeping our word. Are we willing to die to that fear? And are we ready to die to the fear that stops us from following the charge of Yeshua ben Joseph, to know the truth of ourselves and to live that truth, to be in integrity, to love one another and to act like it, to be authentic, to hold ourselves to the highest standard? For when we do die to that fear, we will come to know ourselves truly as children of God, as emanations of the Most High, as divine expressions of the one life. We will come to know ourselves as love. So I invite you to ask the hard questions, hold up the mirror, deepen your walk with the God of your understanding, and get to know yourself a little better by walking the story of Yeshua's passion with him. If we allow this story as it unfolds over the next week to stir us, to move us in the deepest parts of ourselves, to change us inside, then we will discover that we are moving from an old life marked by limited thinking and old patterns into a new life sparked by a breakthrough in consciousness that has spilled us out into a more expanded and perhaps more humble version of ourselves. New Thought author and teacher and founder of what was then called Religious Science and now Centers for Spiritual Living, Ernest Holmes wrote, "Jesus spoke of the joy which he had and which he desired us to have, that our joy might be full. There is music at the center of everything. The melody is real. We must uncover the song and permit it to saturate our souls with joy. The ancients said that the wind whispers, the leaves clap their hands, and the morning stars sing together. Spiritual living is not a droll affair. It is the triumphant entry of the soul into the secret place of the Most High, where the scroll of life is inscribed with the joyous words, I am the Lord thy God in the midst of thee. Will you join me for a time of reflection? I invite you to close your eyes with me and allow your body to become comfortable and to place your attention upon your breath. The silence is a place where we can retreat to find our center again, to catch our breath, to remember the truth of who and what we are. It's what Unity co-founder Myrtle Fillmore calls a kind of stillness, a place of retreat into which we may enter, and having entered, may know the truth. This stillness is a place to listen to God, and as the stillness settles into us, to find clarity and inspired action. I think it behooves us to ask ourselves the questions, do we truly bring ourselves fully to the spiritual table? Do we fully invest in this work? And how often do we fully bring our attention into our meditation? How often is there some little pocket of something else going on, and we know it, but we let it stay there? We have excuses for it, reasons for it, some thought we don't want to forget because it's so important. A door that we leave cracked, perhaps just in case this doesn't work. Some little pocket of reservation that we hang on to so that we won't be disappointed. That little pocket of reservation, that back door, that withhold, it doesn't keep us safe. It keeps us trapped. That reservation, that withhold, is what is between you and the glorious expression of the fullness of life as you. So no withholds, no back doors, no escape plans, just listening, fully present. Take a breath, and as you inhale, gather yourself and bring yourself as fully as you can to this moment, to the right here and the right now. And as you exhale, allow your body to settle down, to become quiet. And then breathe in gently again, gathering yourself, and breathe out, settling again. And continue allowing each breath to bring more and more of your attention and focus and awareness to this moment. And as you sit, just listen. Open your heart. Open it as much as you can. Soften and listen with your whole being. Listen with all of your attention. Listen with intensity. Listen with focus. Don't permit an exception. Just listen. And then know with me that there is only one substance, and we are made of it. If there is only one, there can be nothing outside of the one. So you are of this God's substance because you cannot not be. Know with me that the very substance of what we are is love. The very substance of what we are is harmony, is wisdom, is intelligence. Know with me that the power of that which tosses planets around in the galaxies with perfect ease and precision is the same power that surges through us, keeping all in perfect harmony. Know with me that the same intelligence that keeps macrocosms and microcosms in perfect harmony is the same intelligence that is in and guides every cell of our bodies. Know with me that the love and the wisdom that are intrinsic to the very nature of the one life that lives us all is one and the same as that which opens our hearts and guides all that we do. Breathe. Let this be so. Uninvest in any old fear which would tell you otherwise. Take a chance. Put all of your eggs in the basket of this moment and make yourself fully available to that which you cannot be separate from anyway. Be fully present. And from this deep place of stillness, let this knowing birth our thoughts, guide the words we choose to express them with, and the actions inspired by our thoughts. And when you're ready, allow your eyes to gently open, bringing as much of that back into this moment with your eyes open. And know with me that as you let this be so, it is so. And so it is.
When we were kids in the backyard, playing astronauts and rock stars, no one told us to stop it, called us unrealistic. Then suddenly you're 18, go to college for your plan B. What you want is too risky, live for weekends and whiskey.
We all got these big ideas. One day they're replaced with fears. How did we get here? Darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream?
31 and waiting tables, she has the voice of an angel. Out of money and power, she only sings in the shower.
All these things we say will get to, shot down by the reasons not to.
Darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream?
So scared of failure that we fail to try, turning around before the finish line. Gotta fall for a minute before you can fly. So daydream, it's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream? Why save it for sleep when you should be living your daydream?
I love how the music here always is in sync with Reverend Nina's amazing messages. And thank you so much, music team. So we've entered our Jerusalem, and Reverend Nina wonders if you're at the point of your no return, and what we stand for, and if we're following the path of our heart, always knowing that we're inseparable from God and a divine expression of love, as you have said to us today. Thank you so much for a beautiful message. Unity of San Antonio thrives because of you. If you'd like to make a donation today, the ways of giving appear behind me on the screen. And thank you for your generosity, for it is together that we co-create this community. Also, if you'd like information on our recurring giving, you can see Kelly or call her up in the office and she can set you up with our thanks. I invite you prayerfully to open the flow of substance. And as Reverend Nina talked about today, that present substance has always been there, and Eric Butterworth wrote about substance too, as he wrote, built on the awareness of ever-present substance and expand your faith in the stability of your own inner wholeness. Let us allow the truth of these words to establish themselves within us and shift us to a deeper experience of our own inherent abundance. Let us celebrate our abundance and blessings, our offering, by saying together, I am a living expression of divine abundance. As I give from the fullness of my time, talent, and treasure, I open wide the channels of prosperity. If this is your first time here, would you please and thank you raise your hands so that we can acknowledge you? If this is your second or third time here, will you raise your hands so that we can celebrate your return? Welcome. We're so glad you're here with us today. In the seat pocket in front of you, you'll find a black envelope that says, "This is for you." Inside is a short welcome form. If you'd like to stay informed about our community events, please fill out and hand it to an usher on your way out. We typically only send one, maybe 2 emails a month, and we will never share your email address with anyone else, ever. If this is your first time, please get a free copy of the Daily Word from one of our ushers on the way out. The Daily Word is a Unity booklet that offers inspiration and practical teachings through daily affirmation messages. This is our way of saying, thank you very much for checking us out. In closing the service, please join us by saying our community blessing and prayer of protection, followed by the closing prayer and song. Please stand if you're able, and let's say together. Beloved friends, I see your divine light. I see your open heart. I see your life transforming. I celebrate your identity as you radiate your light in the world. And our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
So Caron mentioned how the music matches up with the message so often, and I just like to say that Sally and I don't talk about music ahead of time. She just finds that place in spirit and says, what is the music for this Sunday? And it always blows me away at how right on it is. So yeah. So before we move into our closing prayer, a small invitation. When we head over to the community cafe, let's remember to carry our welcome over there with us. If you see someone over there that you haven't met yet, consider pulling up a chair and introducing yourself. Sometimes the most meaningful way that we live our values of belonging and community is simply by making space at a table to wrap our warm welcome around anyone who may be joining us for the first, second, third, fifth time. Let's just be sure that we are opening our circles. So as we close our service, I invite you to close your eyes one more time and let us breathe in the power and the strength of the divine love that is already inherent in us. And let it light up. Let your awareness of this love and divine love, let your awareness of it infuse every particle of your being. And then as you exhale, imagine that love radiating out around you into the world, and let it go as far as it wants to go. And then if you would, place your attention on your feet and let that connection serve as a symbol of your firm knowing of your oneness with all of life. And whatever gift that you may have received this morning from being with us in our community, even if you're not yet aware of what it might be, I invite you to give it space. Allow it to take root in you. And give yourself full permission to really feel, to experience your divinity as beauty, as love, as wisdom, as intelligence, as peace, as harmony, as Yeshua ben Joseph said, the light of the world. Let that soak in. Let it soak all the way in, as far as you can let it in today. This is our time. And we are the ones. So I invite you to carry the light that you are out into the world and let yourself shine. Be your full, magnificent self, whatever that means to you. Because you matter. You make a difference. So let's let it be one of love, shall we? And if we let this be so, it is so. And if those words resonate with you, will you join me in saying, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Nina. And thank you so for your talk today. For me personally, it really resonated. It was really dynamic. And I know I was pumped, ready to let those fears die. And then when we went into the softer meditation, it melted away through tears, and because Vicky and Baby Lynn took on that song, I was able to cry through the whole thing. So thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Before I go into a moment of gratitude, I just want a quick reminder for anybody who's doing choir to meet here like immediately after church for just a few minutes, and then you can go on over to the community center. But again, I always like to spend a minute in gratitude before we part ways. We have our youth ministry and our hospitality team just across the parking lot, our AV team, our ushers, prayer chaplains. Thank you so much, Caron, for being our celebration host. Thank you to our band and our singers. And thank you to each one of you that are here today. I know I don't always get to say hi to everybody, but I love seeing your faces, and I'm so glad you're here with us today. And your presence and your energy is so appreciated, and it means a lot to everybody that's here with us. So thank you for being here this morning.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Let our joy so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen.
Have a great week, everybody. Thank you.
The prayer chaplain question and answer is actually happening right now as well. So choir, come up and talk to me, and then we will finish up, and then it will be the prayer chaplain question and answer. Thank you. We love you.